What the heck is overseed and why do people do it? I've got that information coming at you starting right now. It's a beautiful fall day in Arizona. The weather is perfect. It's about 80 degrees and clearly very sunny. And what happens in Arizona in the fall? It's overseed time. Now, maybe you've heard about this because people have talked about it, or maybe all of a sudden you can't get a tee time at any golf course and you're wondering what the heck is going on. So I'm here to talk to you about overseed. Now, I'm no expert on this. I tried to bring an expert in for an interview, but he got stage fright. Thanks, Dad. So you're stuck with me telling you all about overseeding lawns. We overseed in a lot of different states, but you can overseed in Arizona in particular in the fall when you come into the winter months, or the winter months as we call it in Arizona. And basically what this is you're planting winter grass and letting the summer grass go dormant. The summer grass is called Bermuda grass and it thrives between April and September. And then the winter grass, we call it perennial ryegrass, and that grass thrives throughout the winter months. Now the key is to plant this when the nighttime temperatures start falling below 65 degrees consistently, because the ground temperature has to be at a certain point for the ryegrass to take root. So as you can see behind me, we started doing this process in our yard ourselves. And many people begin to do this in October. It's ideal to start in October and do it throughout the month and have it completed before November 1st if possible. Now, I am no landscaper, but I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version on how to do this. So basically, you want your Bermuda grass to start kind of dying off and losing color because the temperatures at night start to get a little bit cooler and the Bermuda grass doesn't do as well. So once this starts to happen, you're going to trim the grass and scalp it. So you want to cut it down as low as possible. You do this so that you're going to be able to spread the seed on top of the soil. The soil also needs to see the sun and have the warmth to be able to sprout the new grass. So once you mow it down, you may want to rake it with a metal rake to thatch it, which will loosen and expose the soil so that it's ready for the new seed. Then it's time to put down the new seed, and you'll do this using a spreader. Depending on the size of your lawn, you can use either a broadcast spreader for larger lawns, or you can just use a hand spreader for smaller lawns. After that, you want to add fertilizer and then cover the seed with some mulch and topper. It's no secret that grass needs water in order to grow, so that's the next step, but you have to have a balance between watering the grass too much and not enough. The seeds need to be damp in order to take root, but you don't want to oversaturate them. It's recommended to water 2 to 3 times a day on a light duration, about 5 minutes or so. And you want to do that for about the first week. After that first week, you can reduce the water frequency and just keep an eye on the grass to make sure that it's not wilting. And then after about 2 weeks, you can mow the grass for the first time, but just make sure you don't cut it down too low. You want the grass to establish deeper roots before you mow it on a low setting. As your lawn continues to fill in, you'll have a beautiful green lawn through the winter months. And obviously, ours isn't there quite yet. We just did this past weekend. So we're in the process of watering daily and watching it take root. And eventually we'll have a super green lawn that'll be beautiful through those winter months. Now, if you have dogs, it can be a little bit harder to get this done. As you can see, our lawn and our backyard is a little bit of a cluster right now, but we did put up fencing so that the dogs could not get to this section of the yard, and some chairs to block them from jumping over, although last year one of them was able to make it over and enjoy the overseeded lawn before it was ready. Then in the next 3 weeks, we're gonna do the other half of the lawn. So right now the dogs have time to play over there and enjoy their backyard. And then once this side is finished, we'll switch to that side and they'll be able to play on the new grass. Now, the question is, what the heck happens in the spring? Do I have to do this all over again? Well, the answer is no, because that Bermuda grass actually goes dormant, but it does not die over the winter time. So once those nighttime temperatures start to rise again, that Bermuda grass is actually going to start to grow back, and your perennial ryegrass will die. So there's nothing needed in the spring to get another green lawn for the summer months. Now you know what overseeding is, why we do it, and a very high-level step-by-step guide on how to overseed your lawn. If you have any questions, don't ask me, ask a landscaper. They'll be able to answer them a lot better. But if you want any more information about Arizona living, temperatures in Arizona, what to expect when living in Arizona, check out some of my other videos. I've linked them below, and hopefully that will answer more of your questions. I'm Caitlin McKeag with Berkshire Hathaway. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful.